What is up to the world? Word to the internet, and hello to YouTube. I'm John Carbino. I'd like to welcome you to Adventure Space, and I hope you enjoy the story of my second day riding at Highland Mountain Bike Park. My brother and I both love to pack as many adventures as we can into life, so we both had a long, eventful weekend planned. It was the Friday before 4th of July, and we decided what better way to spend it than to send it down the side of a mountain riding on our bikes. Our only worry for the day would be the weather, but we kept our fingers crossed and hoped the rain would hold off, and we were glad we did. My goal for the day would be to successfully ride all of the features that I rode last time and hopefully add a few to that list. Mainly the wall ride. I promised you guys that I would try to get that for you. We'll see if I can do it. If you haven't seen the video of my first day at Highlands, I would suggest going to check that out. You'll get a good look at my skill level and see how much I've been able to progress over the last few weeks. In this video though, I was able to capture some insane video of a few guys absolutely shredding the slopestyle course, and some guys that had the biggest balls I've ever seen, because they sent it off the pink bike drop. Stay tuned, that'll come later in the video. For now, we're gonna dive into my first run. First run, baby. And don't worry, there will be no actual balls shown in this video. Cat's Paw was the trail with the biggest features that I had hit yet, so I decided to test my mettle and see how many of the features I could send it off first run. This would be my first time riding downhill on my new bike. And overall, I was pretty impressed with how it handled. It wasn't quite like the brand new bike that I had rented last time I rode, but for all its squeaks and creaks, I sure do love this bike. One thing I would love to say is that I nailed this wall ride first try for you guys. Unfortunately, I can't say that. The trails had changed quite a bit from my last ride. First off, they were insanely rough. I was riding twice as fast, which enhanced the problem. And I'm still working on some of the best ways to mount my GoPro to avoid camera shake. So I apologize for some of the shakiness in some of this video in advance, but it's the best I got. I would finish out the run with a little bit of jump practice, which still needs some work, as you can see here. I almost took some kids out, but everything was alright. I headed up to the top to try to ride a little tech this time and head down Fancy Feast. Alright, we're going Fancy Feast. At this exact moment, right here, I had a little light bulb go off and became extremely confused at the exact same time. Fancy Feast and Cat's Paw actually merge about halfway down the trail. You ride it through Cat's Paw for a couple turns and take a left to get back onto Fancy Feast. I did ride this trail 2 times the last time I was here, and somehow was never able to put this together. But it goes to show, if you pay enough attention, you learn something new every day. If you saw the video of Highland Day 1, the rock cliff is coming up. This time, I tackled it without hesitation and went flying by these 2 guys that were walking their bikes down the side. I hope that gives a little reference to how steep the trail really is. One of these guys I'm about to go flying by is my buddy Alex. He was riding with my brother Sam and a small group of our friends, while I was riding alone because I can't quite keep up.
Riding up the lift alone is kind of boring.
Since riding up the chair was starting to get a little lonely, I decided to take you guys for the ride.
We're gonna go rip one more run down Cat's Paw. Then I think I'm gonna go try to find out how to get the lower happy hour, because that looks like some fun.
The best thing to do while riding up the chair with someone new, try to get to know them. So I'd like to get to know you guys a little bit. Drop a comment, tell me what your favorite place to downhill mountain bike is. Maybe I'll go check it out and do a video. The closer to New England, the better, but I'm not afraid to travel. It was awesome to meet you guys. I hope you enjoyed riding the chair with me. I'm gonna go send it down Cat's Paw for one final run before I take lunch. Things did not go very smoothly.
Damn, dude. I don't know how the hell that didn't give me a flat, dude. That was about worst case scenario.
After almost getting a flat and then launching the hell out of this jump, I wasn't feeling too confident, so I decided to take a nice easy ride to the bottom.
You guys ride here a lot?
Yeah.
Where's Cat Scratch Fever?
Right off that corner.
Oh, literally right there. There you go. Haha, cool. Thank you.
Thanks to the guy that was able to point out the totally obvious
All right,
to
we're
me.
gonna give this one a shot. Haven't been down this yet.
Look out for other bikers. Cat Scratch Fever is a green circle, and it is... It might not be the most exciting or difficult thing to ride, but man, is it fun. And after riding chopped up trails all morning, riding something that was this silky smooth felt so good. I would finish off my nice little cruise to the bottom and go meet up with the crew so we could grab some lunch. Little did we know, we were in for a show. There was a group of about 10 guys that would be sessioning one of the biggest jumps in the entire park, and we got to watch it the entire time we ate. Hope you guys enjoy this.
I don't know. I might not even go in there. Some stuff to fill in.
Yeah, you better back up.
You gotta have that B-roll, baby.
You better back up.
Why?
You can't see anything. Oh! Not in here.
That went straight down my throat, though.
That's not.
Get your mind out of the gutter. That was a goldfish. It was time for me to put the sandwich down, pick the camera up, and do my job of bringing you guys some awesome content. So I went and sent it off this giant jump. Just kidding. I'm gonna leave that one to the professionals. Enjoy this video of these guys that ride way better than I do.
I ate one. Put it back.
Just relax, dude.
Get it? Eat too bad.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna just be all up in the video now, Sammy.
YouTube! That's what I say at home. I had my GoPro once and I was following.
The only thing that could be cooler than that would be to see somebody hit the legendary pig bike drop.
I want to see somebody ride this thing, dude.
Pink bike?
Yeah.
I've seen one person drop into it. And I was on a lift with some guy, some hippie. He was like, yeah, that's actually one of the smoother big features here. I was like,
Dude,
You
see
mean
somebody's
near the
tire
run-up
tracker, they
sketch?
shorted it, though.
dude, oh my god,
I
you
would
get
I would
that's
suck.
a big drop. Yeah, I wonder what happened to that person that hit their back tire on the flat.
Went right over the front.
I feel like you gotta be going slow to do that. That's such a big drop. You like,
You pretty much are gonna,
you're
you
going
pretty
like
much are
10
gonna
miles
make
per hour.
it.
You're gonna make it, I feel like.
We were so wrong. My friend Alex from a little earlier in the video was the one you just heard talking. Him and I would take a ride down any style all the way to lower happy hour, while the rest of these guys went out to ride.
Yeah, Highlands! Don't worry about that.
Alright.
Turn right when we go down there.
If you heard Alex saying don't worry about this, that's because this trail dumps right in on the top of the pink bike drop. Fortunately, we took a right to go around it. But we do get to ride next to some of the biggest features at Highland and actually check them out up close and in person.
Oh, I could have hit that one. Maybe not.
This was a blind ride down the trail for me, so I took it easy and took in the sights. And man, are some of these features massive. I hope I can ride them someday, but for now I'm steering clear and bailing on these jumps.
apparently Jake went down this on accident. That's like,
Didn't see the aspirates only sign.
right here. I was supposed to be right. Pretty good though. It's like deeper.
This is fun. I like this.
I was having a blast, and even though this trail was one of the choppiest I had ridden, I was able to still take it at full speed. I would also eye up this drop at the bottom of the trail, and while I was dreaming about that, I got to see some guys hit a real drop. This has to be the biggest feature at Highland. Watching those guys hit the pink Pike drop was the highlight of my day. That was absolutely incredible to watch and see live in person. The camera does not do it justice. Watching those guys hit the drop gave me a little bit of courage, and I decided I was going to try to send as many of these jumps as I could on my final run of the day. Overall, I was really starting to push the limits of my riding, and I had grown quite a bit over my 2 days at Highland. I still have a little work to do to get comfortable in the air, but my drops are getting better and better, and I have no problem sending it off this final one. Thank you for coming along. I hope you guys enjoyed the story of my second day at Highland. From Adventure Space, this is your friend John. Don't forget to get out and go have an adventure.